There are different ways of throwing the jab to the body. I will show you the simplest way, but I will also show you what I prefer to do. But either way, there are a couple of things that you have to keep in mind. First of all, as for every body shot, I will not be throwing them from up here. I need to lower my weight, bend my knees, and I throw my body shots from here. Why? Because what happens if I wanted to throw a jab from here? First of all, I'm exposing myself completely on this side. And second, this is not a very good trajectory if I want power. I want the same thing that I want for my jab to the head. So I want my arm straight, locked out. I want my shoulder to protect my chin. This is where I'm strong. So I want this same thing for the body. So all I need to do is bend my knees and get down low. Okay? Bending my knees. I can still get my arm straight. I can still get my shoulder to protect me. And I'm going to be in a much more stable position. And this is the simplest way of doing it. So you can just bend your knees, get down, and throw your jab, and that's perfectly fine. Now this is what I prefer to do. It's a bit more fancy, but it's a safer way of doing it. As I lower my weight to throw the jab, I'm going to take a small step forward with that front foot in order to reach, and at the same time I will move my head off the center line. Okay, so even if my opponent is throwing a punch at me at the same time, it's not going to land because I'm moving my head away from the danger zone. But I need to take that step so I can still reach. So everything happens at the same time. I launch my jab, I bend my knees, I take the step, I move my head. It sounds complicated, but you can get used to it. So small step forward as I launch my jab, I bend my knees and I move my head away. Okay, from here, bring my foot back and I come back up in my basic guard. The most common mistake with the body jab is people being lazy and not bending their knees, and then they throw their jabs from here. I already said this is a bad way. There's not much power in this when I'm going down and I'm way too exposed. So whenever you throw a body shot, make sure you get down low. Another common mistake is leaning forward. So sometimes people throw their jab to the body and they go head first into the danger zone. Really, really bad. So if you remember my preferred way of doing things, I want to get my head as far as possible from my opponent, but still reach with my punch. That's why I take this small step forward, but I get my head away as far as I can, rather than going head first into his punch.